Hello everybody, good day to you all. Today I am talking about The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf, which is directed by Quang Han, and they had the voice actors are Theo James, Murray McDonald, Laura Pulver, Graham McTavish, me other cast here. This is pretty much like the origin story of Vesemir and his life and his adventures, stuff like that. And excuse me. And you see how he started off as a kid and how he pursued the life to become a Witcher. Even though most kids get taken to become a Witcher, he actually chose this. And overall, this movie is, man, it's not really that good. I mean, it has a lot of potential, but it's not really a great film. So before I get into the good stuff, let's start with the bad stuff. The bad part about this movie is the story. A lot of the story, the way the story is told, is a little weak in certain spots, in certain areas. Things get repeated, and at the same time, it's like this. The characters didn't learn anything for the first time they did it. Like there's a scene where you got Vesemir going to the place where witches be recreated, and he meets the mage there, and the mage pretty much tells him that the monsters are being created by them. They're being made. They pretty much spice things together, put them together, and send them out there. So he already knows that the mages are making the monsters, which causes the witches to fight the monsters. The monsters that's how they get paid. But then they reveal it again later on, and it seemed like Vesemir is shocked by that information. Like he didn't know what happened, but he already established he already knew earlier. But it was kind of weird. Like something about the story, I feel like it was like where it was cut or something. I felt like stuff was cut out or something like that. It just didn't feel complete or whole. It felt a little weird. Something about it was like it was off watching this thing, and I couldn't fully get into it a lot of times. When it came to the origin story of Vesemir and then backstory, and see how he like that, I was all in. But the overall story, it was like certain places like this. Yeah, even towards the end. When you find out who actually is making the monsters now, and it like, spoiler here, that person dies, but they try to make it seem like you're supposed to care about them, but at the same time, they're the bad guys, so you're just, I don't, it's like, the story just, the way the story was told is just weird. It's like, I had a hard time connecting to anything, really. This movie has potential, but somewhere along the storytelling part, it just got a little thrown off. But let's move on to the good stuff. The good part about this thing, that the character design, I thought the character design of the characters I thought was done quite well. The animation, the action sequences like that was quite beautifully. The origin story of Vesemir and seeing his backstory like that too, and becoming the Witcher. If they did the whole movie about him being becoming the Witcher and his adventures as the Witcher like that too, I could have been just fine with just that alone. That could have been just great by itself. But I don't know, all the extra stuff. Because the thing is, the action sequences in this movie is done quite well, and I would even enjoy those parts and watching them fight and stuff like that as well too. Even though the story might have been was the weakest part of it, the action sequence kind of made up for that as well. So it had this balance of like this a weak story, but at the same time the action sequence that went along with it was actually really great. Yeah. So I'm not an expert on The Witcher. I haven't read the books or played the video games at all. But I'm just going with what they're telling me in the story right here, and it just wasn't done well. Yeah, it wasn't done well at all. So if I had to give the whole thing a series, this movie a grade right here, I'm had to give it like a C, or a C minus. I can get a C minus. Because this thing has potential. It could have been great, like blew my mind. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Because when it comes to the fighting and some of that as well too, and just watching it visually, you were just yes. But everything else, really, yeah, wasn't that done that well. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this of the movie, of the animated movie of The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf. Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was the best thing ever? Whatever you felt, leave your comments down below. If you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself. Hope when you watch it, you will enjoy it and have fun watching it. So, give my channel a big like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Also, links down below, connect you to all my social media, things of that nature, and also to my shops where I sell merchandise. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, like I always say, in my dreams and real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.